All right, guys, welcome back. Today, we've got some cool stuff to look at. So, AlphaTauri NSX GT3 EVO, super dope. And then we also have the new Super GT version of the Upgarage NSX. So, this is going to be the 2023 version. We will do a little bit of a comparison with it and the 2022 version, don't worry. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. So, like I said, this is the Honda NSX GT3 EVO AlphaTauri 2023 Red Bull Formula Nurburgring and Yuki Tsunoda. Is how you say his name. That was the driver. Number 671. Official Honda licensed product, of course. There's the information on the back. So we'll go ahead and crack straight into this one. I was really excited for this one. I think this is a really cool livery for this car. And I like Red Bull. I like AlphaTauri. So, yeah, pretty cool model. So we'll get cracked into it. Seems like Mini DT is doing a whole AlphaTauri lineup, too, because I know they released the F1 cars as well. I didn't buy those. I don't really collect F1, so I haven't been buying F1 cars. But, yeah, pretty cool livery. I dig it. So, here is the car. I remember I was really excited when they first announced this one because I think this is, well, no, maybe not. No, it definitely wasn't. But I was really excited about the tire printing on it with the Pirelli P0 in yellow. I thought it looked really cool with this particular livery. So, yeah, I was excited for it. So you got the big Honda logo in red down here, AlphaTauri, Scuderia. Looks really cool. That's in like a dark blue color, and of course it's like a Red Bull theme as well. So really cool. So you have like a matte white, and then you have like a matte dark blue, like a royal blue. So really cool looking. And they actually even did like the little arrow printing on it too. So you got the little arrows, which is kind of neat. I hope they start doing those details on some of the other stuff too. But headlights on this one are going to be white. You can see all the bold detail down in there. It looks really good. You've got your Honda badge front and center, along with the red Honda lettering. AlphaTauri logos down in this front vent as well. I wish they would have done some black paint at the bottom of that, but it is cool how how these little points line up with the rest of it. If you look at it from like the perfect angle, like right there, maybe like, yeah, I guess it's got to be like right there. Looks pretty cool though. I like how they did that. And then you have some black venting up here as well. Front grille mesh detail looks pretty good, and then the vents on the sides. Really like it. Kind of like outlined in white right there too. So pretty cool. On this side, it's going to be pretty much the same, but you do have like the big like AlphaTauri design back here with the Red Bull bull. It looks pretty nice. AlphaTauri printing on the roof as well. And it's nice to see all this stuff as like actual prints and not decals. Rubber mirrors. These ones are done in that same dark blue color as the body of the car, which is nice. On the back engine hatch, you do have these louvers. I don't think those actually go down into the car, but they are kind of like painted in with black, which makes it look nice. Big rear wing on this one. You got the 22. I don't know what the 22 is for. Maybe that's the number of the car. I don't see that anywhere else though. But you do have Honda real big on the wing in white, and then blue background, and then the bottom black, and then it has the AlphaTauri stuff. That's actually pretty cool. I like it when they do printing on the bottom of the wings. And then here's the view from the rear end. Taillights look really nice. They are done in acrylic. They've got the little clear white centerpiece. You got Honda badging as well as the AlphaTauri badging again. Exhaust tips look pretty good. They are just done in black. And then you have this big mesh detailing right there. Big rear diffuser on this one. And then you also have some vents coming out of the rear wheels. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like this one. Pretty clean livery. There's not a whole lot going on with it. But with that yellow tire printing, man, it looks clean. Definitely gonna be one of my favorites for the NSXs. The wheels are a little bit loose though. Like the wheels have a lot of play. They don't usually have that much play. Like if we look at this one, they're a little bit tighter. This one, like the wheels are like real floppy. I don't know. Maybe that is normal. Maybe I'm just being weird. Because then if you set the model down, it looks pretty normal. Ooh, that one rolls really well too. Anyways, but yeah, that's the AlphaTauri one. I really like it. I thought this was going to be a little bit more expensive. Usually these ones, these like race car ones, go for like 15 to 17 US dollars. This one I got from my supplier for 12, so it wasn't bad. But yeah, now we'll crack into this one. So this is the Super GT version. Let me go ahead and get it out of the blister, and then we will take a look at it. Okay, there we go. So we will get rid of this plastic now. So much plastic. All right, there we go. So here's the car. You got your box right here. Honda NSX GT3 EVO number 18, EVO22 number 18. Upgarage NSX GT3 from the 2023 Super GT series. This is number 692. Of course, you have the big Super GT logo on the top of the box, which is pretty dope. On the back, Honda licensing, your TSM sticker, and then there's the information on the UPC. And then pretty nice card art on this one. Nothing crazy, just a render of the actual, well, not the actual car, but like a render of the car on the track. Pretty cool. You got your Super GT logo up there. Yeah, not really much to look at on these. But here is the car, which, for those of you that don't know, I did a... last year for 2023, I did a top 10 favorite mini DTs of the year, and this was actually, well, not this one, but the old one. This guy right here was actually my second favorite mini DT of the year because I thought this livery was amazing and it was really well done. One of the first cars to actually get tire printing too. So there's the old one. We'll go ahead and set the old one right there. This is the new one. So let's go ahead and like actually take a deep dive into it before we compare. But like I said, this one does have the Advan Yokohama printing on the tires, which looks awesome. You even have a little red Y right there. And then the wheels are pretty standard for these NSX race cars, just matte gloss, pretty simple spoked wheel. Then you have the little silver center dot for that center locking hubcap, or not hubcap, but that center locking lug. And yeah, it's such a clean livery. I love the yellow and black. I think I've said that before, but yellow and black to me just goes so well on a car, especially a race car. But yeah, this is the number 18 car, just like the previous year's version. Same sponsorship and everything, so a lot of things will be pretty similar, like the Upgarage logo. You have your Honda and Motul licensing, some sponsorships down here on the bottom, and then of course you have like your yellow and black striping kind of going down the side of the car, which looks good. Name of the drivers right there, and then also will be on the other side. And then on the front end right here, this one does have yellow headlights, and then it actually has a little bit of orange paint on the acrylic right there for like the turn signal, I would assume. That's for the turn signal. But yeah, yellow tinted headlights. I'm pretty sure that denotes the class the car is in. It might not for Super GT because they categorize things different than like IMSA. Because like this is a GT300 car or Super GT, unless they've changed that. But yeah, yellow headlights look really good on this one, especially since like it has a nice yellow livery. There's all your details on top. You do have your little box right here with the race number and whatnot. Upgarage website, some sponsorships down here. Nice canard detailing. Front lip is pretty big. You got your Honda badge front and center. Mine's cut off a little bit on that left side, so it's a little bit cut off, but that's okay. Not a deal breaker, not the end of the world, but you do have some nice vents right here and some louvering right above the front wheels. Upgarage on the windshield banner with a yellow stripe. That is a little bit different than last year's. And then this side should pretty much mirror the other side as far as like all the sponsorship logos and whatnot. And then you also have a bunch of sponsorship logos right here. I think those might be a little bit different than last year's version. Well, 2022's version. Then you've got Upgarage, and then I don't know what this thing right here is. What does that say? That is not on the old one. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I might have to bust out like a magnifying glass for that. But the louvers on the rear engine hatch look pretty good. You've got Upgarage on the spoiler or the rear wing. And then you've also got some Upgarage stuff on the sides with a yellow background. Looks pretty good. Nothing on the bottom of the wing. But here is the rear view. You have your nice acrylic taillights. And pretty standard for all NSXs. Just like the AlphaTauri one. Should pretty much be the same exact casting. Got your Honda badge right in the center, Upgarage logos, the number 18 box, so all that good stuff. Some nice sponsorship logos too. So yeah, really cool. You also have a bunch of them on the back right here behind the rear wheel. So yeah, really cool car. Got tons of stuff going on. All this stuff looks to me to be like tampo prints, except for like I think they usually do decals on the wing. But yeah, it looks mostly like tampo prints, except for this number box right here is a decal. But yeah, really well done. I like to see printing and not decals. One other thing I will point out, in this this big air intake right here, they actually did print in like some mesh. They should have. I think they did that with the AlphaTauri as well. Yeah, so they did that. They used to not do that. So that is one thing nice about these newer NSXs is it's just like a little extra detail that you get. So pretty cool. So here's the new one. This is the 2023 livery. This is the 2022 livery that we got last year in 2023. Not trying to confuse you guys, but 2022 livery, 2023. This one's released this year. This one was released last year. So obviously mine did have a little bit of a quality control issue because some of this stuff was starting to come off. So that was a shame. But let's see if we can spot any huge differences. So obviously the windshield banner is different. This one has an orange stripe that says Autobox. This one just had a yellow stripe, and this one just says Upgarage. This one has Upgarage and also a couple sponsors. On the new one, you do have this weird little thing back here. This one's just plain. And on the front of the car, everything looks pretty much the same between them. I don't see any main differences. There's a little bit more. There's another like thing on the number box that wasn't on last year's, but the website, this little website's the same. The number's the same and everything. Colors are matching. But other than that, I guess there's a little bit of a color difference right here at the front under this little mesh. The yellow goes all the way down and around. On this one, the yellow stops on either side. So there is that. And then you also don't have the yellow continuing underneath that. So there's a little bit more yellow on the front of the new one, which is actually a pretty nice little difference. So there is that. The sponsorship logos right here look to be the same. We've got Upgarage, I think that says HRC, and then Yokohama, so that's the same. Sponsorship logos on the side of the car. So this one is the old one. This one's the new one on the top. New one's on the top. The sponsorship logos look to be the same. At least all the ones right here. When you get towards the back, they are a little bit different. So you have some sponsorship logos kind of going up this pillar right here. A few of them are the same, but there are a few extra ones on the new version. So this one has 5 going up right here. This one only had the 3. So you have an extra one on the bottom and then also on the top. So that is a pretty big difference. And then the ones on the back right here behind the rear wheel are going to be different. So those are the ones on the old version. These are the ones on the new version. So they might be, no, they actually are different. The sponsorship logo in the center is the same, but the other two are different. Also, the side of the wing is different. So that's the old one. It's got like a blue stripe and some Japanese text. This one just says Upgarage. So that's different. On the back, make sure I have them in the right hands. So here's the old one. Here's the new one. The coloring looks the same. And I think the sponsorship logos are the same between them. I don't see any differences. So yeah, those should be the same. But other than that, I think they're identical. But yeah, so I thought it was going to be pretty much the same exact thing, but this new updated livery actually has quite a few differences, which I do like. So there's the bottom. It also tells you what car it is. 2023 Honda Civic Type R. Okay, well, that's not right. What? That one doesn't have anything. Okay, this is not a Honda Civic Type R. What the hell? Okay, so I don't know why they printed that onto there, but that is not what this is. This is an NSX GT3. That's really funny. I'm gonna have to show that to my friends. Interesting, but yeah. So there actually is, like I was saying, there is some good differences between the two. If you don't care a whole lot about the differences and you already have the old one, I would say it doesn't really make sense to buy this new one because these are kind of expensive. The Super GT cars usually go for about like $17 or $18 USD. And so if you have the old one, I don't think it's worth buying the new one. If you don't have this old one, then I think it definitely is worth getting this new one because it's a dope car. One of my favorites. And yeah, unless you're a Super GT completionist like I am, it doesn't really make sense to have both unless you like the subtle differences, which I know some people do. But I mean, either way, if you like them, buy them. I mean, it's honestly a great model. So yeah, definitely a recommendation from me, especially because there's not a whole lot of decals. Most of it's tampo prints. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video helps if you're trying to decide whether to buy these or not. But as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.